Hello and welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show. Hello and welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show that reaches 42 million households across the globe, including 2 million in America. Today, in this episode of Dr. VGP Talk Show, we have a spiritual guru as our guest. A guru who believes and who uplifts the supreme spiritual consciousness inside each one of us. Meet Her Holiness Sri KARUNAMAYI, a lady when she was 16 years old or 16 years young, spent 10 years meditating in the Peninsular Aksharam in a tranquil forest of Andhra Pradesh, where for 10 years while she was meditating without speaking, she was filled with divine spirit, with divinity, blessed with divinity, cloaked with spiritual powers, and she started the SMVA Trust in North America, and she has visited United States every year since 1980 till 44 years, and she has right now on a world tour, and she is in Chicago, and we will be meeting her in an intimate conversation with this spiritual guru, the world's greatest treasure of love, whose action spellbound in serving millions of people through her education programs, to her healthcare for all, to her food and agriculture programs, through her housing programs, through her environmental sustainability initiatives, and most important, for her water treatment facilities. Not only in India, she has projects in Uganda and rest of the world. A treasure trove of love in action. Meet Her Holiness Sri KARUNAMAYI today in this enlightened, intimate conversation.
Welcome to the journey of divine compassion, a journey that delves into the extraordinary life and transformative work of Amma Sri KARUNAMAYI and her unwavering commitment to serving humanity. For more than 10 years, Amma Sri KARUNAMAYI immersed herself in contemplation and deep meditation within the remote forests of the Nellore district in Andhra Pradesh, South India. Amma embodies unconditional motherly love and showers compassion on all. As the founder of SMVA Trust, a global non-profit organization established as a 501c3 in 1995, Her Holiness has made significant strides in helping the world's most vulnerable and undeserved communities achieve sustainable and lasting change. The United Nations has recognized these efforts, and in 2014, SMVA Trust was awarded association with the UN's Department of Public Information, UNDPI. To date, serves as an NGO furthering the UN's mission of social development and world peace. To achieve her goal of uplifting and empowering vulnerable communities, Amma Sri KARUNAMAYI has initiated several programs under SMVA Trust, including education for children in marginalized areas, water treatment facilities, housing programs, hunger eradication, gender equality, universal health care, natural disaster relief, and environmental protection. In the early 90s, SMVA Trust began using education to break the vicious cycle of child labor in Rapur and Gonupalli, two villages in Andhra Pradesh. Working with local leadership and village councils, SMVA Trust has created new opportunities and changed lives for those youth calling these rural neighborhoods their home. Over 9,000 students have completed their education at the free schools, which offer a robust academic curriculum and value-based education. SMVA's efforts have helped these remote communities secure a new place in society. Beyond academics, sustainability and our responsibility to care for Mother Earth are common themes imparted to students as they participate in organic farming and community cleanup. Through daily meditation, yoga, caring for nature, and appreciating one another, students begin to experience our interconnectedness. And Amma says that only with compassion, values, and humility, education is complete. In the year 2000, SMVA Trust opened a free hospital in the Rapur Mandal of Andhra Pradesh to provide quality healthcare to an undeserved population of over 500,000 villagers. The hospital offers various services across several departments, including gynecology and women's health, pediatrics, cardiology, dentistry, radiology, physical therapy, ophthalmology, and more. Patients also receive medication free of cost at the hospital's pharmacy. To date, over 300,000 people have been treated at the hospital. More than 17,000 patients have received cataract surgeries, and over 700 wheelchairs or tricycles have been distributed to restore mobility and dignity to those in need. SMVA responded by opening water refinement facilities across 2 states in South India, providing many for the first time in their lives clean drinkable water at home in their village. These facilities serve neglected communities and reach out to over 100,000 people in total. Peace March. Universal Peace, One World Family. Amma Shri Karunamayi says, let us work together to make this world a better place. And let us do it with love and compassion for all.
Well, we are here with one of the devout followers of Amma Shri Karunamayi, experiencing the divine love of one of the India's greatest treasures. And Aditya, welcome.
Jai KARUNAMAYI.
Talk about how and what brought you to this great saint in our times.
Well, as a lot of Indian scripture, divine scripture says, when you are ready, Guru appears. And
Amen, amen.
And this is my story. 2012, I got very sick and regular medicine doesn't work. Someone told me about Amma Shri Karunamayi, about Her Holiness. This was the time when she visited Chicago. So I scheduled for meditation retreat, and this is how our story began. When Amma saw me, she touched my top of my head, she blessed me, and she asked me to come to India. And she told me I will be healed, then my family will be healed, and then I will be supporting people. That time I didn't understand what this means, but this really happened.
Amen.
Amma is walking miracle. You call Amma Indian treasures. I will expand your words. I will expand that. Amma Shri Karunamayi, Her Holiness, she is not only Indian treasures. She is global treasures. She is treasures for all of us.
So well said, Aditya. It was in the same year, believe it or not, 2012, when I met Amma Shri Karunamayi right here in Chicago.
Well,
so blessed for you, and you're one of the great followers. And she's sharing a story of how she was suffering from an incurable illness, and Amma Shri Karunamayi, the world's greatest treasure, gave a miracle and cured her. And today she and her family are healthy and all over the world along with Amma. Thank you so much, Aditya, for giving this testimony to our viewers.
This is even more than only that, Because all the time we are so focusing on our physical form. Yes, this is very important. But the illness was not my body illness. My illness was my heart illness. So this touch on the top of my head opened my heart. And when your heart is open, your body is healthy, your mind is healthy, and everything, your family is healthy and everything around.
Amen. Thank you so much. There are countless paths and beliefs, but all these innumerable paths leads to only one ultimate goal: supreme spiritual consciousness. These are the words of our guest, Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamayi, at this episode of Dr. VGP Talk Show. Dr. VGP Talk Show reaches 42 million households across the globe, including 2 million in America. Amma, Your Holiness Sri Karunamayi, welcome to Dr. VGP Talk Show.
Thank you.
We are so happy and blessed to have a precious moment of your time during your visit to Chicago to come and have an intimate conversation with this spiritual phenomenon who's going to talk to us about supreme spiritual consciousness, which Amma Karunamayi embodies in life and spirit. Amma, may I call you Your Holiness Amma, because you look so much of embodiment, unconditional motherly love radiates around you by your smile and captivates all our hearts with your compassionate care, with your numerous programs where you're serving millions around the world. Amma, please tell our audience about how, when you were at the age of 16 years, that you were in a forest in Andhra Pradesh and where you were in meditation for 10 years. That blessed experience.
Thank you so much. Om Apatala Nabantarastab Om Sivaya Gurave Namaham Apatala Nabantarasta Bhavanam Brahmandama Vispuratum Jyotispatika Mauli Vilasat Purnendu Amtamrutaihi Astokaplutamikame Samanisham Rudranuva Kanchapan Jyaye Deepsita Siddhaye Dhruvapadam Viprobhishinche Sivam. This is a beautiful Sanatana Dharma prayer. The divine consciousness is absolutely enveloping this entire universe, entire cosmos. So we are that light. So the beautiful question, actually how the sadhana starts, and it was so intimate. Words are not adequate to speak about the sadhanas. Maybe it is the call of Arunachala. For the reason I like tapas. Tapas is the sadhana. Sadhana not for my sake, to be like a role model. With the call of the Supreme Almighty, I have been to the mountains. The mountains are like our Mother Earth, the Kundalini mountains. So it is for the total how the human beings have Kundalini. Similarly, for Mother Earth is also there is a Kundalini. So I have been to the Kundalini mountains, Peninsula Kshetram, and I was meditating there 10 long years.
Wow.
The 10 long years went like 10 seconds. The world is there or not, I don't know that. It was a very precious time. I have no words to speak about it. Just I was observing absolute silence. Tapas, I like tapas so much.
Wow, you just heard Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamayi. At 16 years ago, when she was 16 years old, she spent 10 years in the mountains in the Peninsula Akshatram, mountainous area, in a tranquil forest in Andhra Pradesh by herself. Without speaking, as you said, the period of 10 years went like 10 seconds, and you, Amma, enjoyed tapas, which is part of Santana Dharma. Amma, tell us something. What is we hear this word Santana Dharma used so often. Could you explain in English what does it mean? I mean, it's a
Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana means very, very, very ancient. Ancient, permanent, which is not explained in the words, absolute, benediction, truth, changeless, ultimate goal. Dharma means righteousness. To be attain that goal of the truth, we follow some fundamental rules of speaking truth, leading a life with spirituality, wisdom, mental dispassion. All of those divine attributes is dharma. So Sanatan Dharma is not a religion, it is the way of life.
You explained it so beautifully and vividly. I just was wondering while you were speaking those eloquent words, like an erudite scholar, you have not had any formal education?
Yes, small education.
And you're speaking like a scholar in proficient English and trying to describe a highly philosophical subject like Sanatana Dharma in simplified words. I mean, that shows the 10 years of divineness you spent as a teenager in the mountain forest ashram. And today, you're a beacon of hope for vulnerable communities worldwide. The essence of your ministry, which is worldwide today, you first visited America in 1980. Today is 2024. And for the last 44 years, every year, Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamayi comes to give solace for those who are suffering, those who are hurt and oppressed. Amma, tell us your experience has been in America.
I felt, according to the Sanatana Dharma values, the total world is like a small home, Vasudhaika Kutumbam. So all these continents are small, small rooms in this beautiful home. We have to be together without any frictions, negativity, anger, no wars, no commotion. We have to be unite together and to bring more progress in our world. Unfortunately today, because of the Kali Yuga influence, innumerable wars and commotions, unrest in our world, so world is trying to become together and peace. Everybody was expecting eternal peace. I was traveling all over the world, people welcoming me here to come, and they want to share their problems and everything. What I felt is lot of people, mostly 95% of the Westerners from all over the countries, all continent people, not one country people, they love me not like a guru, more than their biological mother. More than their biological mother. They love like anything, abundant. I was melted so much by all the people's love all these years. So nothing is never going to bond me, because I don't like any bondages, but the love from the people bond me. I bond myself to the people's love for the reason I was with them all these years. We want to uplift ourselves, all our world, towards the higher levels of consciousness. That's the main goal. Peace is the main goal. Spirituality and truthful life, sincere life, wisdom. We are not sitting in the boundaries of this and that and country, continent, religion. I'm beyond. I don't like to be boundaries. I want to be beyond the boundaries.
Such profound words from a spiritual supreme consciousness. Amma, you've said it in such simple words, but when you said the whole world is like one small home, with each room maybe representing a continent or a country, and how God has placed you in our midst to spread unity. Excuse me. And how you want to share knowledge, and how important today is you express something about love, about abundant love, that most of your followers, who 95% are non-Indians, they love you more than their biological mother. I mean, that's the greatest gift one can get. To get pure, boundless love. And it's also you in turn, Amma, are giving uncompromising, unconditional love to all. So as you give love, it reciprocates.
Thank you for this wonderful question. After the tapas, any spiritual person, true spiritual person, what they felt in their life is, this world is nothing but the Supreme Self only. If once we experience the Self within, the same Self we see everywhere in the entire universe. So there is no second thing there, no duality. Everything is oneness only. With that oneness, I love this world. I felt all this, everybody was nothing but my flesh, my blood, my bones, my heartbeat, my Supreme Self. With that love, I love people.
And your SVMVA trust here in US and in India, your KARUNAMAYI trust, are doing so many activities which is putting love in action, I would say. Whether your education for children, your empowering minds, transforming lives in one classroom at a time. Tell us about that program, Amma.
Where I was staying, it was a backward tribal areas. We started our education from the backward areas. Education is very important for the world. So for the reason, we start the schools for the education to uplift the people from the education is like a third eye. If people are educated, we can eradicate the poverty from their families. So that's why we are focusing on the students, and mainly wherever I have been to the world, I was inspired the students. Students comes to me. I was inscribing Saraswati mantra on their tongues for memory power, to lead a good life, to be very honest children, and education values they have to know, parents they have to respect, love their own countries, and they have to give back everything to the society.
You have said first time I've heard this, education is the third eye. A wonderful phrase. Every time you talk, Your Holiness Amma Shri Karunamayyi, I'm amazed at the wealth of knowledge and your command of the language and command of the belief system surrounding us. It's amazing. Those 10 years as a teenager you spent in the forest of Peninsula Aksharam in Andhra Pradesh must have been where you were, just by meditating without speaking, got the best of knowledge which no Oxford, Cambridge, of Harvard or Yale can offer, Amma. I tell you that. Tell us about your water treatment facilities that you're establishing around the world.
Yes. Water, so we are speaking about the human rights. Drinking pure water is a human right. Till today in our human world, so many people have not the proper homes, not the proper education, no proper homes, no proper water. Innumerable people, millions, billions of people suffering in the world without food. So my main desire is in the world, food for all, education for all, pure water for all, peace for all. So with that concept we are working in the world.
You have said it very well. First time I'm hearing this again. Treating pure water or giving pure water is a human right. I never heard of it. In my mind, in my dictionary, in my doxicology, we talk about coalition for human rights. Human rights means fighting for something, human trafficking, for gender inequality. Never heard that treating pure water is also a human right. Such a profound statement. You're also, you've already alluded that your hunger eradication. Earlier today I was in one of your sessions where you talked about the healthy food habits, the vegetables, and how that leads to a holistic life approach. Tell us about you're also providing houses for those who need, the housing program.
We did some small housing projects for some thousands of people. We have to do more housing projects all over the world. Little we did. Lot of need in the world. So much need. The need of the world, what I did is a small drop in the ocean. Everybody have to do more without any anticipation, without any expectations, without any thanks or anything. We have to do more and more. Need is like anything in the society today.
Amma, today you're a true living saint. We heard of saints who are long gone, sages, but today you're a living saint by your actions and how you're so profound in how you are telling and guiding your followers. Now tell us about, you have traveled around the world. You've been to many countries, Japan, Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, Cambodia, Uganda, and America, of course. Tell us, you have a project in Uganda. Tell us about that. What are you doing in Uganda?
For the students, we have school project and water project. We did all those things, food projects. Every year we are doing that also. So need is not there also, but more we have to do in future.
Good. So you have chosen Uganda as a special project, and
Yes.
you're continuing supporting it year after year,
Yes.
and helping the children of Uganda.
Yes.
And that's a very noble cause. You've also, one of your agenda is provision of universal health care. I see you have developed a huge hospital.
Yes.
Tell us about it and where it is located and how is it serving the people today.
The hospital is also located in the rural area. So we have the SREAM Foundation. Through the SREAM Foundation, we are giving the services for the needy people. So the people very, very bad situations, like people have no money to go to hospitals for eye surgeries, and also for the handicapped children, we are giving the tricycles for people. Different lot of services, heart surgeries, so many different surgeries, women care, children care, and all the different services we are doing through the hospital. In future, we want to do more and more services. Need is in our total world like anything. Lot of need in the world. Instead of we are spending money for other reasons like wars or other reasons, we have to spend the money for the progress of the world, more schools, more hospitals, more research programs, things like that. Our world will become a better place to live, all of the people, and people have to be sleep very peacefully. Innumerable people are suffering like anything in the world. We are seeing everywhere. People are crying daily. Come to me. Daily, I'm talking with thousands of people. People cried a lot. So much sadness in the world. Health problems, cancer, diabetes, so many chronic health challenges, mental challenges, mental diabetes. People are disability. So many problems are there in the world. So all of the governments have to think about this, do more seva. So many other charity organizations also come forward. People are doing already so much. I am doing very little. So many people are doing lot. But everybody have to, with more responsibility, with more love, have to uplift our society. Must be like a better place for all the people to live.
You know, when I recall, I did meet you, Amma, in 2012 and 2013. We honored you with a Congressional Award with Congressman Danny K. Davis. You addressed a west side of Chicago, a whole Black Baptist leadership conference there, and you spoke so profoundly, and everybody were touched by your presence. And you see, you're doing your work in a very humble fashion, like you're saying, a drop in an ocean, and you're continuing doing that. You also have a steadfast commitment to environmental protection. You have addressed every angle possible in your multifaceted ministry.
Yes.
So tell us what you're doing in the environmental protection.
Yes, that is very important, very essential today. So many pollutions, you know very well. Agriculture was damaged like anything. We have to bring back the natural agriculture. Health problems comes because of all the pollutions, chemical pollutions and all the things. Agriculture have to be perfect. It is organic agriculture, then no cancers, no diabetic and no mental problems for people. So it is very, very essential. And also water pollutions, lot of pollution in the water. In some areas of the world, the chemical rain comes. So this is one of the pollutions. So in behalf of all the pollutions, more pollution is mental pollution, thought pollution. Thought pollution is like anything. We need our world with a spirit. If they are not spiritual also, it's okay. I'm not expecting everybody to have to be a spiritual person. If we have to be a good person, not to give harm to anybody, if they're good, that's better. Not expecting spirituality or anything from the world.
You've said it very well. I never thought of mental pollution. When you think of pollution, you think the air, environmental pollution. Now, you brought so many enlightening thoughts to our midst to think about. Mental pollution is how to have a pure soul and not to be mentally polluted, which is very, very, very at the heart of how we convey ourselves and how we move about with a clean mind, which is very important. Now, Amma, you have done so much for the people and still doing. And again, in your own words, there are countless paths and beliefs, but all these innumerable paths lead to only one ultimate goal, the supreme spiritual consciousness. Those are your very own words. What today, there are two big wars going on in the world, one with Ukraine and Russia, one with Israel, which is supposed to have the Holy Land and Gaza. Tell our viewers, what is your perception on this? While you are all for global peace, right in our age and time, there are two major wars. Innocent lives are being lost. As you said, a lot of money is being spent on the wars. What is your perception, Amma?
War is innumerable mothers are missing their children. Innumerable wives are missing their husband. Innumerable children are missing their dad. And innumerable people died in the wars. countries are collapsed, thousands of people homeless, helpless. Finally, what war gives us? Nothing. Nothing, no? We never get anything by war. So, intellectual people have to think about this. Definitely, they have to think about that. So, compared with all the creation, human beings have a very great intellectual power in our hearts. We have compassion, all the things in our heart. If anything happened to our own people, how we felt sad, no? Similarly, millions of people are dying in the wars. So we have to think about this. We are praying, just praying. Prayers are not enough. People have to sit together, bring some solutions for this, think about this. The people who is important people have to sit together and talk about that, bring some solution for this. Final solution we need for this. We don't need to continue this program anymore.
You've said it so well. You know, talking about war, it brings me closer to home in India. We hear about there is no much tolerance between the different faiths, between Hindus and Muslims and Christians. And you very profoundly said, Santana Dharma is not a religion, but a way of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is not a religion, but a way of life. So, what steps would you take to make stronger interfaith unity in India and across the world?
India is doing so great right now. Doing wonderful things right now. All of you saw the progress
Yes.
of India. Slowly we can bring all the peace in the country between all the people. We don't like to fight things. Innumerable cultures are together in India so many years onwards. Not today, hundreds of years onwards. People live together, different states and different countries. People come to there and lot of hospitality. Krishnadevaraya time itself, people from other countries, Portuguese people came. Their hospitality and love like anything at that time, 500 years before. Now, lot of progress comes in the modern centuries. We understand very well. Some people are not able to understand. Their hearts maybe make more broader and broader. Then all these silly problems will be subside. We can bring more peace and happiness to all the people in the country. We are praying constantly that.
I think you said it very well. And I think there's no place for hate anymore in this world. It's only place for love.
Yes.
And like you said, motherly love, and there are people, all your followers love you more than their own biological mother. I mean, that's really great. Now, you know, with all the different, you're doing so much for the people, educating children, you're establishing water treatment plants, housing programs, you're doing hunger eradication efforts, your food awareness programs, you're promoting gender equality, and also provision of universal health care. Like you said, your hospital is doing so much, even doing the tertiary level of services and heart care surgeries. You're also in natural disaster times, you come up to the relief. And you also are showing a steadfast commitment and action to environmental protection. How can all our viewers and our listeners help? Could they could contribute to your organization? Those viewers in US can contribute scrolling down the screen. We have the SMVA Trust established in 1995, which is a 501c3. The information is there where you can send your contributions. If you're in India, you have the Sri Shanivasra Shaligram Devastham. The information is also scrolling down your screen. We can contribute and help Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamaya and the SMVA Trust in her journey to transform millions of lives of people. And Amma, it's been such an enlightening time with you. I mean, I am spellbound and in awe of how You articulately explain yourself, explain your vision, explain your mission. Now, if you're given a chance to take 3 people out for dinner from the past or the present, who would those 3 people do? Who would those 3 people be?
The total world is my temple. All the human beings are my gods and goddesses. But I love Bharat Mata like anything.
Wow. Wonderfully said. So the one is Bharat Mata. Second one?
My biological mother,
Your biological mother. What's her name?
Annapurnamma.
Tell me something about your mother, Annapurnama, who gave birth to such a pure soul like yourself.
She was really very divine. She was not very highly educated, but so many highly educated people I was seeing in the world, not that much sophisticated behavior. She was so sophisticated behavior, so tender, and if anything, anybody need anything, ready to give anything to people. That is the inner beauty of her. Very soft heart, helping people, devotion, sacrificing anything for other people's sake. That is my biological mother.
So
I
you
love
got
her.
all her traits. You absorbed every one of the traits, 100% and more. Who's the third person? Bharat Mata, your biological mother, Annapurna ji, and who's the third person?
My other sister, she was also no more. She did so much for me. She's also unmarried and sacrificed a lot for the organization.
What's her name?
She's Vijay Prashanti.
Vijay Prashanti.
Akkaya, we call.
Akkaya, Akkaya. I remember
Yeah.
her as Akkaya.
Akkaya was give up her body. She was completely, she's unmarried. She was very pure soul, blemishless soul. And she was helping organization to do the water projects, housing projects, medical projects, all the things. I was completely in spiritual program. But Akkaya was taking care of all these projects and like anything. Another sister was also there, Revati Amma. She was also passed away very recently, 1 month before itself.
Oh, so sad to hear that.
So she also, 100 CEOs are not equal to her.
Wow.
Such a great soul. She's also sacrificing total everybody selflessly. They never expect name, fame, money, anything from the organization. They just did so much unbelievable seva they did for the organization to uplift all the people. Thousands of people get benefits from these 2 children.
What a blessing. You have such wonderful siblings and come from a wonderful mother. And tell us what you do. I know you may not have any spare time. You must be meditating all the time. But I learned that this morning you got up early morning and you cooked for all your devotees. You made a nice carrot salad, which I was able to have, a good payasam, and you gave a kind of a soup. And they're all holistic, organic, right? So Amma, tell us about your culinary skills. We were fortunate to eat food which was cooked by you.
Thank you.
Blessed, actually. So tell us, what are your favorite foods and how did you go about cooking these delicacies which were really pure and organic today?
In Bharat, people have multiple talents. They're not only
Correct.
cooking, Ayurveda, everything. People have innumerable talents. So that's why all these Ayurvedic cookings is that today morning we make like a energy drink with the moong dal. Energy moong dal is the highest protein, and then with the jaggery and coconut milk. So it was a very super energy drink than any other energy drinks. So that's
Yes.
why all our American children, they want that. And then we have the banana flower soup. Banana flower have contained 54 minerals and vitamins
Wow.
in that. So any minerals and vitamin tablets are zero in front of banana flower. So in Brahmin community, we eat too much about the banana flowers. So the banana flower soup we make like Ayurvedic soup.
It was very
And
tasty.
then Vedic salad is the moong dal. Moong dal give the mind very calm and quiet, and negativity, angry never comes. Moong dal is highest protein. So that's why it is a Vedic salad.
And it had carrots, chopped carrots in it.
Everything, all the vegetables.
It was very delicious. Amma, you are such a multifaceted personality, a living legend, helping millions of people. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? 3 adjectives, preferably.
I have to do more. I have to do more. I am doing very nothing. Need is like a ocean. What the seva we did was a small drop in the ocean of need.
You were so humble and so profoundly well said. Amma, in concluding, thank you for this enlightening conversation with you, to learn more about you and in depth about your mission, your life, and what is your vision for the future?
I have a lot of hope on our world. World is definitely going to change. More education I am expecting in the world. More universal peace we are expecting. More and among all the things, unity I am expecting all the time. We are working for the unity. So we inspire all the people. Daily we are talking with thousands of people. People hearts are super beautiful. People don't like fightings, negativity, not. Some people are doing that, not all the people. Common people are very, very good. Definitely I have hope. Universal peace comes, unity comes, happiness comes, progress comes. We are expecting more education important in the world.
So profound, so well said. Concluding, what would be your message to all our viewers, Ma?
Thank you so much for coming all the way to interview me, and thank you for all of you. My expectation is always only peace. I love this world. I'm coming here not like a guru, not like a divine person. I just like a common person comes to people. People loves me like anything. They're so madly, madly, madly loves me in this country. Wherever we go, I'm indebted with the love of the people. I love them so much. All the time expecting everybody's good health, prosperity, peace, happiness, their spiritual upliftment, their goodness and unity in their homes. If individual personality is happy and peaceful and with unity in the home, definitely all homes are filled with the peace and harmony and happiness only. All the time we are expecting only the universal peace and universal brotherhood, universal happiness.
Thank you so much, Your Holiness, Amma Shri Karunamayi.
Thank you.
And you are a supreme spiritual consciousness
Thank you
in
so much.
live in spirit with us. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be on the Dr. VGP talk show, which reaches 42 million households.
Thank
God
you so
bless
much.
you, God bless your ministry, and may you be strengthened in everything you do as you reach out to touch millions of hearts. Thank you so much, Amma.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, we are here with Alicia, another devout follower at the Hanuman Mandir Temple of Greater Chicago. Alicia, could you tell us what's happening here for the last 3 days? It's a meditation retreat with India's world's greatest treasure, Amma Shri Karunamayi. Tell us, Alicia, and tell our viewers what's happening here. And down you have the address of Hanuman Mandir Temple of Greater Chicago in Glenview, where you can come and experience this wonderful blessing. Alicia, to you.
Thank you so much. Yes, so for the past weekend and this weekend, we've been hosting Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamayi in the Glenview Temple of Hanuman. And today, actually, and tomorrow, we have Ayurveda retreat where Amma is sharing her wisdom and recipes and ancient blessings of all the collective knowledge and wisdom that she wants to share with us. On Friday and Saturday, we will be actually experiencing a meditation retreat with Amma Shri Karunamayi. Amma Shri Karunamayi will be sharing her pranayama and meditative practices, as well as she will be cleansing our chakras. She will be giving chakra initiation on Friday and Saturday, Shaktipat, when we will be blessed with this divine energy of Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamayi. On Sunday, though, we will be celebrating the Guru Purnima at 5 p.m. actually at the temple, where all devotees and people that would love to meet Amma and haven't met her yet can experience Guru Purnima and celebrate with us because Amma is showing us the light in the darkness, and on Sunday we will be showing our gratitude for all the blessings that she has been showering us with for many years.
Good. So, Alicia, this would be this Sunday, July 21st at Hanuman Temple, and the address is scrolled down the screen. You just said, Alicia, tell us about your experience with Her Holiness Amma.
I met Amma Shri Karunamayi about 7 years ago, and I was introduced to her by my dear friend Adita, who was just sharing her testimonial. So for many years I've been looking for a little bit more than I know, and I really wanted to go to India, but I didn't know where. And my friend Adita told me about Amma. When I first met her, I experienced this divine peace, and my mind actually was peaceful for the first time in my life. And the more I know her, the more I'm discovering my life has changed tremendously. I was able to build a good relationship with my husband. Actually, I met my husband when I met Amma Shri Karunamayi, and my life is more peaceful, more abundant, prosperous, and I have never imagined this in my life. So I'm grateful for that, and I cannot wait what's coming next.
Guys, you just heard what Alicia said. If you want to experience that same blessing of prosperity, blessing of peace, then come on Sunday, July 21st to the Guru Purnima at 5 p.m. at Hanuman Mandir Temple to experience this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Down on the screen, we are scrolling the address of Hanuman, and Alicia will be there to personally greet you. Right, Alicia?
I will be right here personally greeting everyone who's interested to meet Amma Shri Karunamayi, Her Holiness, and experience the blessings and the wisdom of her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, we have Alana, another devout follower and disciple of Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamayi right here. And Alana, could you tell us, from Chicago, where do we go next?
Yes, so next Amma will be traveling to Washington, D.C., and she'll be there July 25th to July 28th. And then after that, she'll be continuing north to New Jersey, and then finishing afterwards in
New York.
New York. Yes.
Fantastic.
And then she'll be in the U.S. for August, and then afterwards she'll be going to Europe, and she'll be in Poland. She'll be in Warsaw from September 8th to the 6th to the 8th, and then she will be in Krakow from the 13th to the 15th. So please join us in Europe after that.
Fantastic. Tell us about your personal experience with this world's greatest treasure of love.
Well, it's so difficult to put into words how to express how Amma, Her Holiness, has impacted my life. I've known her for almost 7 years, and my life has completely transformed. I experience joy, bliss on a daily basis. Nothing can even touch me.
Amen.
No anger, no frustration. It's just peace and joy and love and prosperity. I have an amazing husband. I purchased a beautiful home in the mountains, and I'm going to India every year for silent meditation.
Wow, that's exciting. That's great. You
Only
just-
Amma Grace.
Yes, you just heard what she is experiencing, Alana is experiencing. If you guys want to experience this blissful peace, an era of prosperity, come and see and meet Her Holiness Amma Shri Karunamaya in person in any one of these locations, in Chicago, in Washington DC, New York, New Jersey, even in Europe. See you all soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.